I've made this animation with Procreate Dreams, and it's a little fall bat animation, super short and cute. I thought it was fun, so I'm going to show you guys my process today and take you through step by step to show you how I did this, and maybe you can make something similar. So get cozy and let's get into today's video. For this sketch, I'm using Brilliant pastel pencils. I will link them down below in case anybody wants to check those out. And for the paper, it is Canon sand grain paper. So first things first here, we're going to set the stage. To do this, I'm going to be using Procreate. To get the select tool, you need to go to the top left and click the little S icon that you can see me tapping on the screen now. At the bottom, you're going to get this menu, and it's going to give you a couple of options. I'm going to choose freehand, and then I'm just going to trace around the small pumpkin until it's fully selected. Once I've accomplished this, underneath freehand you see copy and paste. When I click on that, it's going to take what I've selected in this primary layer and put it into a new layer above it in the layers menu. I'm going to go back to the select tool at the top, and instead of choosing freehand this time, I'm going to select automatic because I want to make sure that the entirety of this pumpkin is selected. When you apply this, make sure you drag your pencil across the screen to select as little or as much as you want. Once you have selected the entire amount that you wanted to select, go to the layers menu on the top right and select your primary layer. And then I'm going to erase the pumpkin on the primary layer of which I had copied it from. Doing it this way is going to allow that space to be void, so the primary layer of the drawing is separate, but I still have the pumpkin and it fits exactly where it went before. And then I just repeat this process with the other two pumpkins to remove them from the primary layer. Once this is done, I'm going to use the same process again. I'm going to do the select tool on the top left, and then instead of using freehand or automatic this time, I'm going to hit rectangle because I'm going to be removing the window from the frame. And I just go to the top left corner and then I drag it down to fit it around the window where I think, it works well for what I need it for. Because I'm going to be moving the window up and down, I just need to get it out of there and then put that on a separate layer. I do the same thing as before, go to that layer, select tool automatic, select all of that, and then go back to the previous layer, erase what was there before, and now I've got my window separated. Because of how I drew this, I've got some of the pumpkin in that window still. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the layer where I have put those other pumpkins. I'm gonna do the same thing. Select tool, automatic, select all of it, and then I'm going to erase those sections of the window where the pumpkin is to the T, and then I'm going to redraw the rest of that, and then I'm gonna finish it to make it a whole window for the animation. At this point, we are starting the animation process. I have not moved to Procreate Dreams at this point. I'm still using the Procreate Drawing app. The plan here is to have the person open the window. They're going to place a pumpkin on the windowsill, and then the bat's going to notice this. He's going to walk over to the pumpkin. He's going to do a good old sit-up, and then he's going to take a big old bite out of the pumpkin. Now, I'm not actually personally aware if bats can eat pumpkins, so if you have a pet bat or know someone who does, or there's a friendly neighborhood bat, if you will, in your area, just make sure you do your research before you just feed anything, because sometimes animals can't eat stuff. Did you know grapes are poisonous to cats? How? I don't know, but that's how it all came out. So I'm not gonna feed my cat grapes. I am using the select tool in Procreate to rotate part of the still frame of the bat to help with the walking animation across the windowsill. Next time I do this, I'll slow this part down just so it's a little bit easier to read the next time, and the only reason I'm doing it this way is to save myself some time and make it a little bit easier instead of redrawing everything. So real quick, we've had some people come in. I want to introduce myself just to make myself known, as well as anybody who might be new here for the first time. My name is Rob. This is my YouTube channel. It's called Kozzie, and I make art videos and animation videos. Sometimes drawing and painting, it's just not enough. I need that shit to move. I'm extra that way. The feedback on the channel has been really good. I appreciate those of you who have left really nice comments, have left some suggestions on things that you would like to see from the channel. That helps me know where I need to go with this, and I am incredibly grateful for you taking the time to say anything at all, so thank you. I'm gonna make these videos a bit longer going forward because I feel like that's gonna give me more time. 20 minutes feels good, but it'll give or take. There's also some opportunity here maybe to break these videos into different parts, and that'll give you more insight on how this process works, how much goes into these little 10 to 30 second clips, and take away any kind of barriers that you might face that prevent you from making it. Next is the window animation. So I'm gonna do this by selecting the frame in the timeline, and then I'm gonna hit the record icon. The little movie icon that you see underneath, you can scroll that across. That's your selector. That's the point where the recording is going to start. And then I'm just going to select it on the screen and drag it up with my pencil, and now it's recorded. And if you want to redo it, you can start from the beginning, or you can just, adjust your keyframes. I did that in my last video with the bee and flower animation. I'll link that down below if you want to check out some keyframe action. The hand part with the window open is going to be done frame by frame. It is done in Procreate Dreams. I'm doing a lot of copy and pasting here, so it's a bit messy, but let me try my best to translate this here. First, I'm planning ahead with the pumpkin. I'm going to split the frame, so I'm going to press and hold it, select edit, hit split, and now it's 2 instead of 1. I'm going to drag that in front of everything else so that there's a pumpkin that is in front and then one in back, and that's going to help me do a smooth animation between it coming from inside of the window to going outside in front of it. I draw the hand one time, and then I copy and paste that a few more times, and then as the window goes down, I just select that frame, select it on the screen after that, and then drag it to where the windowsill is so it looks like it's grabbing it all the way downward. And in order to do this in a full cycle where we open the window and close it, I do it so it opens the window, and then I copy and paste that, and then I just rearrange those the other direction so it goes the opposite way. And that's how I did the full open and close. And to make this clean, I'm just lining everything up and making sure that the pumpkin matches where the hand is so it's all being placed the right way. So now we're going to finish the bat. I want to open his wings and close them. So for this part, I do it frame by frame, and I'm doing this in Procreate Dreams because it's not super complicated and it's not something that's going to look the same all the way through. So it's a unique frame every single time. I will draw it every single time. To finish the animation, I'm going to go to the timeline now. I'm going to hit the content button. I'm going to drag the pencil to the right and select all those frames, press and hold and click group. Then I'm going to press and hold again, hit copy. Then at the middle of the screen where that plus sign is, I'm going to tap on that to add a new track above this current one. Then I'm going to press and hold and paste that group on that new track. Then I'm going to line it up. Then I'm going to go on to the canvas, tap it on there. And then on the top right, you're going to see those three dots. I click that, hit flip horizontally. That's going to do a horizontal flip on all of those at the same time. And then drag it over to the other side of the bat's body. That way I have the wings opening on both sides instead of one. But I only had to do it once, not twice. And they're symmetrical because they're exactly the same thing. And that is how I finished the bat wings. Stay beautiful, y'all. Stay true to yourself. Take care of yourselves. It's those little decisions that we make that make our life better every single day. And those are the things that we can control. Speak for you because you are valid and you have a voice in this world. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You are powerful as you are. Thank you. Stay cozy. I will see you guys next time. Peace.
So how do you react when you... So how do you react when you...